Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Fisher Court at historic Cardinal Gym in Athens, Texas, on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tom Sherem and Tim Howard. Today we have the 5th-ranked Cardinals, 23-4 overall, taking on the Lee College Lee College Navigators. They changed that. I'm sorry, folks. 14-13 on the season and 9-10 in conference play. The Cardinals, of course, are 16-3 in conference play. Still with an outside chance of getting the #1 seed at the regional tournament, but that belongs to Kilgore. It's up to Kilgore to lose the game of these last 3 that are coming up, guys. The Cardinals and Navigators are going to be real familiar with each other over the next week, Tim.
You would say so. They play today and then next Saturday
in Baytown.
At Baytown.
Exactly.
And then a week or so later is the
regional tournament
in Baytown.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. We'll get a chance to see all of that. Benny, you've got a lot to break down here before we get to the start of this one. I mean, what jumps out at you on this game?
Well, it's very important for the Cardinals because they've been in a good groove since they lost that 53-49 game at Kilgore about 3 weeks ago. You look at what they've done. You look at what they've done since then, Tim, and it's been very impressive, and they've done it in impressive fashion. And they need to continue that today as we look at the region 14 top 10 teams right now, and all 12 teams do make the regional tournament, folks. The top 4 get the byes in the first round. And looking at today's schedule versus that backdrop of the top 10, Lee is here, of course. Coastal Bend is at Paris. Lone Star Port Arthur is at Navarro. Kilgore is at Angelina, so the Cardinals might get a little help from Angelina. We don't know.
That'll be interesting to see.
Lynn's at Bossier Parish, and Panola is at TJC. Now, here's the thing about it. The Cardinals still have 3 games left, counting today's game, because they've got that makeup game from the ice storm. Everybody else finishes up on Wednesday of next week.
So it could be a pivotal moment, Tom.
And next Wednesday's feature game is going to be Tyler at Kilgore, and Tyler beat Kilgore the first time around.
Yeah, it could be a huge one in Region 14.
But if you're Trinity Valley, you got to take care of business right here today. You hope that you get a little help, that you could take that #1 seed going into Baytown, the regional tournament. But take care of business here. Take care of business Wednesday at Blinn, and then again at Baytown.
Here's the thing about it. The seedings are important, yes. But Kilgore and the Cardinals have been the top 2 teams in the league this year. And they're going to be 1, and one of them's going to be 1, one's going to be 2. Right. But they're going to be in different parts of the bracket, so you're not going to play them for the championship game.
That's exactly right.
It's going to be a fun tournament in Baytown here in a few.
The Cardinals come in averaging 75.5 points a game, giving up 58.3. Lee comes in averaging 73.4 and giving up 68.8. And I was looking at the Cardinal numbers, 58.3, because it doesn't seem like the Cardinal defense has been as smothering as it was last year. But last year on the season, the Cardinals only gave up 57.3, so there's only 1 point difference.
1 point difference.
That's really looking for something to gripe about. If you're
58 points per game. So at the end of the day, that's impressive. So when you break it down, defensively, they're giving up 37% of field goal shooting. If you look at Trinity Valley, they're shooting 44.5. So, I mean, that does kind of put eyes on it. I mean, sometimes those numbers lose it, but they are keeping opponents at bay.
They are. And one thing, if you remember last year, of course, last year was last year, but talking about Lee College, remember they came in here shooting like 52% from the free throw stripe last year?
Yeah.
And I noticed that number's up to 67.7% right now, so they are. The free throw coach is earning his money this year.
He has stepped it up a lot. That can be a difference in a ball game easily, right? I mean,
it could be. And the thing about Lee College is they're going to come and play loose because, and the Cardinals can play loose for that matter because the number 2 seed is wrapped up.
Right. Good point.
Of course, Greg, couldn't tell Greg hired that.
You cannot. You cannot. Let's talk a little bit about the Cardinals. One of the things that last week in the post game came to attention, Darrell had a double-double on that ball game. So he got high fives all around.
Night. And, we talked earlier today about the Lady Cardinals sending Tyler home 30 points down. Well, the men did the same thing.
Yeah, they did.
And so, when we visited with Coach Heyer after the game, and then you and I, Tim, had the opportunity to go into the locker room, and man, it was an atmosphere in the locker room of great job, guys. You did, this is what we asked you to do. This is what you did for us. And for me, I was like, wow, this is, and there may have been a different speech that came later that we didn't hear, but I don't think so.
Well, one of the things that jumps out at you that is a transparent Greg Heyer, he brings people in the locker room, and like you said, we probably don't hear the full version of the speech, but man, the community's part of it. You got cheer, you got Stinger, you got the Cardettes, you got the fam in there. I mean, it's a special place here that Greg Heyer has created.
It is. But I do think there's another version.
There is another version. Obviously, there's another version. But the version that we see is pretty crazy.
And folks, if you're looking on your screen there, sitting next to Dr. Jason Morrison, the president of Trinity Valley Community College, is Gary Weidman. And a lot of you will remember, old-time Cardinal fans, he was Leon Spencer's assistant coach back in the late 70s. And I had him in the class. He was one of my instructors out here in the class, a sports officiating class or something. And it's good to see Coach Weidman and his wife here today.
Yeah.
Great to have him in
Indeed.
Well, it's time for the starting lineups, folks, so we'll turn it over to public address announcer Stephanie Gady.
Today we celebrate sophomore night. As our 7 sophomores play their final game in Cardinal Gym, each has played a vital role in our program, including 3 who helped lead CDCC2's first ever NJCAA National Championship in men's basketball. This group also set a school record with 34 wins, the most in program history. They will be honored with a special celebration at the end of the season, but today we thank them for their dedication, leadership, and commitment to Cardinal basketball. So please join us in recognizing our outstanding sophomores. And now, if everybody would please get on your feet as we introduce the starting lineups for the Lee College Navigators. A 6-foot freshman, Bernie Houston, number 0, Jordan Buckner. A 6'3" sophomore, Louisiana, number 1, Josh Schmidt.
Lee College starters being announced. They are 14-13 overall, 9-10 in conference play. They're averaging 73.4 points a game, giving up 68.8, hitting 43.3% of their shots, 67.6% from the free throw line, and 31.4 from three-point range, and they're hitting 6.6 three-pointers a game. And now, a little afternoon delight here at Cardinal Gym. The starting lineup for the Cardinals. 23-4 overall, 5th ranked, 16-3 in conference play. Number 2 from South Carolina from North Carolina, Armani Henderson, averaging 12.8 points a game and 5.6 rebounds a game and 4.3 assists. And Zadi Swati Labaki, averaging 11.9 points, 5.7 rebounds. He's got 7 3-pointers. Braylon Strop's winger, averaging 12.7 points a game, got 57 3-pointers, and he's out of Dalton, Ohio. Darrell Desiree averaging 6.7 points, 6.8 rebounds, and he's got 5 3-pointers out of London, Great Britain. And M.J. Wardlow, number 23, a sophomore out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. He's got 42 3-pointers and averaging 12.7 points a game. It is a Saturday afternoon in Athens, Texas, folks. It is Region 14 Conference basketball. It is the last home game of the season for the Cardinals, the defending NJCAA champion Cardinals. And with the play-by-play, it is Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers, along with Tom Sherham. It is happening here. It's the last dance from the valley to the top. It's sophomore day. You can frame this one really special, Tom. I mean, no one would love to see better than those guys in that huddle get a back-to-back dip on that national championship.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And you talk about that. You got 3 young men standing there, and Zadi Labaki, Braylon Winger, and MJ Wardlow. They made the trip last year to the national championship. Zadi came out as the player of the year. They know what it takes.
Yeah, legacy does matter, and it's a chance to really, kind of solidify, Benny.
It is, and what's weird is here we are on the final Saturday of the season, the regular season, not counting the makeup game next Saturday, and we don't have a previous matchup to talk about with Lee College.
Right, this is the first matchup, as you mentioned there. The original schedule got the trip to Lee got postponed because of the ice storm here.
Yes, that was the extent of our winter.
It wasn't much of an ice storm.
No, it wasn't.
No. But it was projected to be.
Yes,
that's the Texas one. Here we go. We're ready to go, and Navigators have possession to start things off. Trinity Valley trying to get that 24th win of the year today. They are 16-3 in conference play. Armani Henderson leads Region 14 in steals with 112. Third in conference with 112 assists. Backing him down, Darrell not able to get the stop there. Timeout with 29 seconds gone by. That is not a record, I don't think, for earliest timeout, by the way.
That goes in the classification of unacceptable.
Yeah, we're going to keep it here and just listen in. Let's get a mic up.
No, let's not do that.
Just kidding.
We don't want to go there, guys. But
Kidding.
as Benny Rogers coined the phrase of, get beat, take a seat.
Yeah, that brought
We're going to see some new bodies in when we come out of this timeout.
Initial start here. You want to continue to keep the good going here as you got a team that is 16-3.
I just love the message that sends to your team,
Yes.
though. That is unacceptable, fellas. I don't care if it's the first possession of the game. That is unacceptable.
Yeah, you're good. And not only is it unacceptable, it's unacceptable. We will not tolerate it. Timeout.
So Jahan Foster comes in for Amani Henderson out of the timeout.
Some of the deficit here in the early going. Cardinals with possession. They bring it up the floor. So trying to get the get into rotation early here with some movement. Trying to go low to Darrell.
We've seen this young man's confidence coming up here in the last couple of games. And Darrell Desiree.
Nice shot from Zadi. Zadi has been taking big steps over the last few weeks too, getting more to that player of the year.
And he's starting to hit that first shot that he takes of the game, more so than we saw midway through the season.
So let's see how they go about it defensively here. Working nose-to-nose defense. Almost stepped on that sideline. Good job there by Josh Smith to keep it alive. Lets it fly. Rebound, Desiree. Wenger going. Braylon Winger pushed out of bounds and landed awkwardly.
Right on the lap of Chuck Miracle.
I was going to say, Chuck might have got the shot of the year right there. He's
He
probably
almost got the shot of the year.
He took the shot of the year, too, on the same fluid motion. 18:26 to go. Opening half of play here at Trinity Valley At home, sophomore day. Hard to believe. We say this every year, but it goes faster every year.
Real quick.
Oh, speaking of quick, that's a turnover out of bounds.
That's the first turnover on the Cardinals.
18 to go in the first half. Canary about to check in.
Good to have Musa back in the lineup.
On the line, so Lee turns it over.
Love the energy there as Jahan Foster is pumped, and coach gives him a love tap on the head, man. That is awesome. These guys are playing that tough nose-to-nose defense.
Greg approved of that message.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it, Benny?
Yeah.
18 minutes left.
Tim just got it late.
I'm a little delayed. MJ, not there. Knocked into the crowd.
I thought he was going to get up off the floor and get the rebound.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
That is something else. Back to a inbound here. Still 2-2 ball game here with a little over 2 minutes gone by. Zadi had that opening shot of his to fall. Canary going to set a screen up top. Braylon sizing him up. Good move. They're going to get him for steps.
Braylon says he didn't travel. Greg agrees with him, and the official's the only one that matters, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, that man wearing the striped shirt, they're going to have the last say.
He will win every argument.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no point even.
Oh, man. He's in the crowd with that one. Goes up into Cardinal country. Man, that was one of those. As soon as it left his hand, I think the shooter was like, I don't know if that was a great move.
Yeah, what impressed me about that is Zadi got the block from the backside and didn't get a foul.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive right there by the player of the year.
There's another one inside. Winger with a swat, but the putback is good.
Yeah, Braylon got the block. Lee College wound up getting what they were down there after, and that's the point.
That's it. So 4-2 Lee here. Early in this game. Monty Henderson getting ready to check back in for the Cardinals.
Zadi drives, step back, shot.
Beautiful shot.
Lubaki. Boy, Zadi is looking more and more like the player of the year.
Yeah, we've seen his confidence level rise too.
We said it last week, folks. He's looking a lot like March.
I like
exactly.
that.
Exactly, Benny. Wearing my favorite. Whoa, yeah.
Defense getting it done there.
22 acting like a middle linebacker there. Took MJ. And, and MJ takes shots like that in every game, guys. That's got to be one of the toughest young men. Wow.
Yeah, the Region 14 way, right? The physicality of it. And
yeah.
Just fighting around screens. And, MJ, I think MJ bulked up a little bit. We talked about it in August. He
came in bulked up from the summer.
Put in work in the weight room. Oh, Zadi going strong. Had it trapped on his hip. Nice play down low. That was number 2 to Corey Lawson out of New Orleans.
Where I was headed with my thoughts just a while ago is the Cardinals are in my favorite uniform today, the gray with the red stripe down the side, but the word defense across the back of the shoulders.
Henderson skies for the board. Yeah, me too, Tom. They are definitely built on that defense.
Monty took a seat there that first time out, but he's back on the court now. And sometimes it's a little, okay, coach, you give me another chance. Let me show you what I can do.
Canary going strong. He'll draw the foul.
And we've talked about Henderson's rebounding ability. If you look at the stats, he's got 145 rebounds on the season, averaging 5.6 a game.
Yeah, I'd say the guy that does it all, man.
Yeah.
And he plays a lot, too. That's the other side of it. So for him to get a little time in a break.
Yeah, 6'2 sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
15:40 to go. We got a quick timeout. More after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
At Trinity Valley Community College, we provide more than just an education. We provide a place for students to connect and grow. We are the home of champions. We are TVCC.
Benny, Tim, and Tom, the Three Stooges back. Oh, well,
He didn't even tell us.
Take it away, Mo.
Thanks, Curly. So with 50,
I guess that makes me Larry.
Curly Joe.
back to the free throw line. Canary with a chance to upend this tie here. 4-4 in the early going. Cardinals with the, miss there.
Cardinals hitting 73.4% from the free throw line coming into the game.
Guys, we just dated ourselves big time.
I was going to say, the good news.
But that ain't the first
Half
time.
our audience is Googling.
So 5 minutes gone by here. It's a 5-4 ball game. Cardinals by 1 over the Navigators. About to see Graham check in. And I think the rim is still shaking from that dunk he had. Oh, Canary. Boy, he took a shot there.
He did.
He's just back a couple of weeks now, and so...
and missed 4 weeks with a knuckle injury.
Yeah. So it's good to see him back in the rotation. Here it is, replay of it. Big physicality down low.
Yeah, Canary, the 6'10" freshman out of Mali. So Najee Graham checks in, along with Darrell Desiree.
We've seen Najee been coming in lately, too, and giving the Cardinals quality minutes.
He definitely did that Wednesday night against TJC. He was a force to be reckoned with there at the time in the game.
You couldn't make – he was the turning point in that game for the Cardinals.
It all changed after that thunderous dunk. The momentum, this place erupted, and they never stalled after that. Had some big moments on the road in Paris a couple of weeks ago, too, in a game that was kind of laissez-faire. There's a foul down on the low block.
Darrell did a great job of keeping the defender pinned on his backside.
Yeah, he did.
So
and forced the foul.
Jaden Thomas will pick that up. It's his second here in less than 6 minutes. So we'll have to keep an eye on him. Push. No, that's only his first. I apologize. 5-5. Tie ball game here. Swing it around the perimeter. 3 on the way. Out there. Tap back. Controlled by the Navigators. Inside 14 minutes left in the first half of play.
Nice switch off there by Najee Graham and Monty Henderson on the pick move by the Navigators.
A lot of those things, those tap backs. Oh my goodness, talk about a back-breaking 3. That was one right there.
Yeah, Josh Smith hit the three-pointer, Tim. That's his 29th on the season.
Let's see, Winger check back in. But yeah, that was all the way at the buzzer of the shot clock. Working around. So they get Henderson going here. He says, I'm going. let me get to the bucket. Oh, I love that kid. He is just...
I do too. I like watching him play.
He's fearless. Fearless. Goes strong to the bucket. 1 point game. Fighting through the screen.
You saw that too.
Yeah. Working on that sideline. 5 on the shot.
Yeah. That's short, guys.
They're going to let him hear it.
Hey, Tim, this is the 9th meeting between these two teams since the 2019-20 season. The Cardinals have won 5 of the 8, and have won the last 4 in a row. So they flipped the series since the start of this century.
Yeah, they've switched the pendulum. They have really taken ownership of it. It's a 1 point ball game here. See if they can capture the lead. Najee, low block, spin move. Not there.
Oh, Darrell took a blow.
I was going to say, he did. He looked back like, where's the whistle? 3 on the way. Nice answer. That's a big shot there from Jackson Thompson.
That's his 26th three-pointer on the season.
So a 4-point lead for the Navigators here. Let's see how the Cardinals respond to this.
Henderson getting to the bucket again and finishing.
That is how you respond.
That's how you respond right there.
Henderson's got 4 points in a row and a chance to make it 5. I mentioned the fact that, you know, he's first in the conference in steals, and he's third in the conference with assists, 112 assists. You've talked about his rebounding. We know what he's doing offensively, 13 points a game.
Yeah.
He averages 4.3 assists a game. That's a healthy number right there.
Indeed. Knocks down the free throw. By the way, shooting 90% at the free throw line.
It cuts it to a 1-point game here.
Oh, they're coming for him, and he got another steal. Now it's showtime.
Pocket there.
Boom. Henderson got the crowd. Oh, got another one. Armani Henderson is, don't look away, folks.
His mother's enjoying the show across the way.
Mama is pleased. Mama said, let me show you. Armani Henderson putting it on his back. It's 12-11. Media timeout. We'll come back with more after this here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
Schlotzsky's New Supreme, 4 cheese white, and meaty pizzas come covered in the finest toppings. But underneath lies a made-from-scratch crust so good, you could go toppingless. We still recommend one of these.
And watch this replay, folks, of how the play ended here. Armani Henderson with the steal and the dunk, and then got a steal, and then draws the foul.
Didn't make that second shot, but it's not because he didn't try.
He's going back to the free throw line.
And it is 12-11 Cardinals, Tim.
He's put up about, 7 points in the last? I've got to do, I'll look to the dean down the row here. He's scoring on a rapid pace here.
Yeah, he's got eight of the Cardinals 13 points, and I guess you could probably say he was responsible for giving up the first 2 points.
Yeah, that's what got him the seat on the bench.
He's made up for it.
Oops, doesn't get that to fall, but the Cards get the rebound thanks to Darrell Desiree tapping that one back. Boy, loop. Oh no.
Oh, there's no need to touch it. There's no need to touch it.
Darrell's looking at him going, was that a shot or were you throwing it to me? Well, because I think originally he was calling for it, but I don't know.
That's tough there.
That is a tough spot. But I think you got to have the presence of mind to go, that one's going in. I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah.
2-point ball game. Trinity Valley up 13-11. Approaching 11 to go in the first half. Darrell with a block, but a whistle and a foul beforehand. It's going to be on count the basket. Back-to-back goaltendings. One offensively and one on the defense. Oh, you thought that was special.
On different ends.
You like that one? Let me show you this one. Oh, boy.
So
think about that. Has a player ever picked up back-to-back goals?
I don't know. I was about to ask you. On opposite ends, offensive and a defense.
Well, through all of that, the Lee College has got the lead 14-13.
When it's all said and done.
As much as Armani Henderson did during that one stretch.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Monty's through here. I think that he's just getting started.
Yeah. He is. He's playing at another level. Blowing by the defender. Oh, doesn't finish there. But he is getting a step around him. He's explosive.
He's very quick.
That jab step.
MJ's going to check back in along with Jahan.
Knocked away. Day fighting for it and out of bounds off of Lee. That'll be off of Takori and Lawson. 1 point ball game here. 10:37 left in the first half. Great angle of it right here. Look at that. Ball rolling right to you.
Nice hustle there on the Cardinals.
Getting on the floor. And the foul.
That's going to be on number 2 of the Navigators.
Yeah, Nick Wade didn't buy the call. Of course, Nick's in here. I think is in his third season as head coach at Lee College, and he was at Angelina as head coach 2 years prior to that. And he's a native of Baytown, his home.
Interesting.
Grew up in Baytown.
I'm a native of Baytown.
1-1.
I was born in Baytown.
Were you really?
I was, yes.
Well,
I won't tell you what year, but
That's what I was going to
I did grow up in Baytown.
I was going to say, the follow-up question, what year was that, Tom? But 1-1, and he knocks down the first one. So, Azadi, fifth in the conference at the free throw line with that 80% free throw percentage. Oh, travel right in front of you.
Goodness.
And you know what I always say, folks, if Tim Howard sees it, it was something.
It was a big one if I saw it. 10:18 to go here in the first half. It's a 1 point advantage. Tom, see if they can build off of that.
That's that tenacious defense right there. That young man got doubled up, and it was like, what do I do? I think I'll take a trip.
Very good. Good
Back door. Nice. That's Musa Canary with a basket. Nice pass there.
Musa now with 3 points.
3 point ball game. Trinity Valley trying to work. Oh, Zadi working through a rotator up top on that right arm. Fight for the loose ball.
5 on the clock.
Physical shot, not there. Canary is. He pulls down the rebound.
Nice defense there by Zadi.
Jahan Foster. What a move. Oh, man, he kept him. He kept the play alive.
He lost his balance there. Still got the ball up on the rim. Just didn't get it to fall.
That was quite the shot just to get it away, wasn't it? He didn't draw the travel. There's Braylon.
Winger breaks that one up.
And back to Winger. Here he comes. Pass out for 3. MJ, no, he'll set it up. Zadi. 3 on the way, not there. That was going to fall, but he had to pull that toe back. Did you see that? He was like, oh.
Zadi does have 7 3-pointers on the season. That was not one of them.
I do love that the big man is coming back into his National Player of the Year self after a little bit of a slowdown mid-season. Shot there, won't go. Zadi on cue, pulls down the board, gets it to Jahan Foster.
In his defense, I don't think he was 100% healthy. And wasn't in really game shape yet. Because remember, he was injured most of the summer and wasn't here for conditioning drills.
That's a good point. He's having to fight through it. Canary, shot, one and done.
Put that one up left-handed, just couldn't get it to fall.
Explosive to the basket.
And get MJ there with the body.
Yeah. 2 free throws coming. He caught an elbow or something. He's going to have to check out.
But, through it all, Tim, Nick Wade's got to feel pretty good about where his team is at. 12 minutes into this first half, they're just down 3.
You're right. See if we get a look at it. But he definitely busted a lip. Get a sub in for MJ. Loving up over here. About to get him 10-2 and back in the contest.
So Elijah Graham, Darrell Desiree, and Monty Henderson back in for the Cardinals.
By the way, every time you bring these players on the floor, it reminds me of how much depth that guy right there has.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just keep coming.
And not just depth in terms of numbers, but quality.
The quality depth. Tom will spit those names out and just like, man, there are Region 14 teams and teams all across the nation that would love to have that.
Sure.
Cardinals are loaded. 1-point game. Lee has been battling here in the first half. Braylon trying to connect with Durrell, but not able to do so there. Inside 8 minutes to go. Day about to come back on. Going strong to the basket. Rolls off. Pulled down.
Great job by Braylon Winger by not drawing the foul. Got his body in control.
Good stuff. Oh, knocked away. Good defense from the Navigators. They're like, we're going to bring our own style of play here. Winger with a rebound. Braylon up the floor. Gets inside the paint. Hangs, shoots. Not there. Wow, a lot of collisioning.
Durrell said, my goodness.
Chance for Lee College to take the lead.
Boy, this has been a bloodbath, no pun intended, as one of the Cards just took a shot in the lips. This is...
And these two teams are going to play again next Saturday.
Yes, they will play again. Oh,
How
Zadi.
about that? Zadi Labarge gets the hand in there and knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, some good stuff. We got a media timeout coming here with 6:39 to go. 17-16, Trinity Valley up by 1 over Lee on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Benny Rogers, Tim Howard, and Tom Sharon with you. Tom's looking at some fresh numbers from before the media timeout. Tom, with the 17-16 game, I'm guessing the numbers are pretty similar.
Yeah, they are. 7 turnovers for Lee, 5 turnovers for Trinity Valley. Trinity Valley shooting 40% from the floor. Lee's only shooting 29.4% from the floor. So big difference there, but you can't tell it on the scoreboard.
And that's how you get to 17-16.
Yep.
I want to know where you get one of those white fur coats. That's what I want to know. Did y'all see that on the? That is greatness by the camera. His entourage is styling and profiling.
Yeah.
Back to action.
I thought it was Ric Flair coming into we had a wrestling match fixing to take place, and Ric Flair was showing up.
1-point ball game here. Lee trying to take the lead. Cards on tee. Drive shot. Won't go, but a putback as 2 Cards are on the floor.
Yeah, Monty and Durrell got tangled up there.
So with 6:20 left in the first half, Cardinals down by 1. Henderson finds Zadi. Knocked away. Boy, that was a good defensive play there. I think that was Tonkara that got a piece of it. Big physical 6'8" freshman for Lee. Catch and shoot, not there. Henderson with a rebound. Goes strong, hangs, no foul. Jay will come into the ball game here.
Yeah, MJ needs to come in and get the Cardinals on a spark offensively because we saw Amani give him one briefly, but now that he's cooled off a little bit, somebody else is going to pick up the slack. Of course, Lee College has got a lot to do with that, the way they're playing defense.
MJ. Day has hit a couple of big threes down in the paint. Hank shoots it and left it short.
You're just leaving it there. That's all you're doing.
5:32 left. First half. It is a
it looks like
defensive
a replay of the women's game.
I was going to say. Every basket is a battle here in the first half.
Well, like we saw the Lady Cardinals find a way to figure it out. The Cardinals will have to figure it out, and I put my money on the Cardinals being able to do it.
I agree
with you.
I do think one thing, though, and Benny mentioned this a while ago, this is the first time these two teams have seen each other.
Yeah.
Great closeout there. Najee trapped him in the corner, and they will get a timeout. With 5:08 to go. We'll keep it here and talk about, just what makes this team go. And I think a lot of it has to do with the depth. And they will be able to wear down a team in most cases. Of course, to the Navigators' credit, right now they're toe-to-toe and up by one.
The thing about it is, and we saw it so much last year, and the answer was no. Can Lee College sustain this for 40 minutes? We've seen teams come in to hang for, 20, 25, 30. But can they hang that last 10 minutes? Now, earlier this season, we saw a team like Bloom come in here and deliver the knockout.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did. Most teams can't do that. So it is going to be interesting to see how long Lee can hang in here with these guys.
Cardinals trying to figure it out here with a little over 5 minutes to go in the first half as they come in here today. They're averaging 75.5 a game. And right now, kind of a little cool.
If either gets to their averages, we're going to have a big second half.
I was going to say, they're going to have a final flurry in the last 5 minutes. Good drive. Left it off the front iron, and that'll be off of Smith.
And if the Cardinals give up 73 points, which is what Lee's averaging, I hope they win, because I don't want to talk to Greg Hire.
Oh, indeed. It'll be a tough post-game report, wouldn't it? 1 point game. Inside 5 to go. Henderson gives way to MJ. Najee. Oh, I thought they were going back door for a second. He's fouled. He's going to the free throw line.
There's one thing about it. Najee's not afraid to drive into the paint. His body size is designed for that, and he takes advantage of it.
He's going to be at the free throw line here for 2 as he drew the foul there. But yeah, he definitely controls the paint when he's going up. And I think the thing about Najee, that I keep referring to that dunk the other night, it was one of those, like, oh, okay, by looking at it, it's not going to be a dunk.
Right.
He said we can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way, but we're doing it. And he dunked it and pulled the whole thing down, and the place came to life. Knocks the first free throw down there. He's one of those guys that, just like you're describing, his physique and his build allows him to do what's not normally going to happen.
Yeah, it's great power, and I love the way he navigates in traffic.
Yeah.
Against bigger bodies sometimes.
Plays very smart with his feet, gets around, and just gives the Cardinals the lead with that second free throw. It's 19-18. Good switch up top. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Nice answer there.
Great baseline jump at that time, buddy.
Motukara gets that one to go. They're tangled up down on that baseline there. There was almost a double foul. Henderson not there. Durrell gets tied. He's mugged at the corner of Abramson.
Yeah, fifth.
It's a 1 point game. This is going kind of back and forth, kind of has the makings of a.
Well, it's that kind of a grind. We use that term a lot in the women's game earlier tonight when the Lady Cardinals wound up winning by 19, but it was nowhere near a 19-game spread as far as the way the game was played out.
Yeah, it was late in that game before it was finally decided. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Durrell missed that first free throw attempt.
So Durrell, we mentioned, had that double-double against Tyler Junior College the other night. He's got 30 blocks a game. He's second in Region 14 in blocks, which, did I say 30 a game? I meant 30. I might have said 30. 30 blocks on the year.
I was about to call the newspaper and report that story.
But
have I missed that?
Oh,
man. That
was
was short.
Speaking of misses.
Only hitting 64% on the year, but
at this rate, points like that are precious.
Yes, those have a way of really showing up in a close game, especially. Day on the ball up top. Help over the top, not there as Smith drops it through, and it's a 3-point Lee lead.
Yeah, Smith averaging 13.9, did a great job of navigating himself in traffic there.
Henderson, oh, nice pass. Najee's surveying, backs him down. Gonna have to get out of the lane. Day going strong. Talk about physical.
Wow.
He dislodged him on the post there. Surprised that whistle wasn't blown, and not nearly as surprised as Greg Heyer. He's definitely pleading his case. That's a foul. 3-point game with 3 minutes left in the first half.
Lee's lost 3 straight coming into this game, having lost to Panola, Navarro, and Glenn.
They're playing well here on the road. Good block inside. Shot clock. They're going to put one back on the clock. So 2:43 to go. It is a 3-point lead here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
What you heard, it's what you hearing. It's what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. It's what you hearing, listen. X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop-out and stainless steel. Go hard getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a mother wonder if you did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am.
Are you looking for a school with a champion mindset? Look no further than Trinity Valley Community College, the home of champions. Become a part of a community where excellence is the norm. A school that provides nationally accredited programs, award-winning groups, vibrant life, and dedicated support. We are ready to start you on your path to success. Become a Cardinal champion today by applying at apply.tvcc.edu.
And we're back, and Lee College leads 22-19 with 2:43 left in the first half. And Ken and Thomas, I look at the Cardinal score sheet. Braylon Winger's yet to score, MJ Wardlow's yet to score, and Darrell Desiree's yet to score.
Yeah, we've only got 4 guys that are on the score page.
That's unusual for the Cardinals.
That
exactly.
is.
It really is, yeah.
Because when you think about it, you got Zadi at 12,
Yep.
MJ 13 for Braylon, and oh my goodness.
Some backbreakers.
Out of the timeout, 1 second on the clock. They shoot and score 3. They're up 6 with 2.5 to go here in the half. Sophomore day. It's a tough. We talked about in the post-game report with Coach Precious Ivy. Shot, climbs, rolls off. Sometimes there might be a little extra pressure that you put on yourselves as, last time on the floor, it's got a lot of family in town, all the things.
Yeah, sophomore day, last game here on the floor, as you mentioned, and so there's a lot of different things that can. Oh
man,
my goodness, guys!
Yeah, now they could have got Tacorian a second earlier with a handful of jerseys.
Yeah, he had a big handful of jerseys.
But then he said, "Well, I don't need that. I'll just separate myself," and did that. But that's kind of against the rules.
Yeah. And the Cardinals are looking for that spark. And you have to see that spark yet. And you never know who or where it's going to come from or when it's going to come. But it typically has come, with the exception maybe being the blend game that night and a couple others. But still, they got to find it.
Henderson looking for Zadi.
Lee has done to what the Cardinals have usually done to teams, and that's holding them to the teams thus far in scoring.
That's right.
A nice play to keep that one alive by Braylon. Winger. 5 on the clock, long 3 on the way. Henderson, and not this time. It's rebounded and brought up the floor by Josh Smith out of Baton Rouge. Lee trying to build on a 6-point lead. Final minute plus here. MJ cuts him off at the path. Backing him down low. Zadi cannot stop him there.
So down by 8, 27-19. Where's that spark coming from?
So Braylon can get a screen. He's going to have to drive. Well, it's all over him. The shot won't go. That is shoving him. That's a clear.
Yeah.
They're letting them play, I guess is how we'll describe that. Both teams are banging. Very physical.
Yeah, it is a very physical game, and
there's Henderson with a steal. Final 20 seconds. Going strong. Up and under with the right hand. It's good.
Monty with 10.
Boy, he's been huge.
Thank God he's been here.
I'm telling you, he's been getting it done. You got him with 10, and then Zotti's having a nice answer. A look in the crowd to Josh Smith as he makes it a 9-point game. We're going to halftime. It's 30-21. Only 21 points put up by the Cards here. So we'll talk a little bit about it before we watch the Cardettes get their opportunity.
Well, I think it boils down to Tim. The Cardinals have got to get 2 of the big 3 going that haven't gone yet.
That's exactly right. Somebody's going to have to step up, light the fuse, and keep it lit.
Henderson with
the Cardinals led 17-16 at one point, and they're down 30-21, so they've been outscored 14-4 during that final 6 minutes of the first half.
Yeah.
And when you real quick before we break, Monty's got 10, Zotti's got 6, but that's, what is that, 16 of the 21?
16 to 21 out of 2 players right there.
That's not going to work.
No.
So they will talk it over here at half. We'll look forward to it. Coming up more after this on Cardinal Sports Network.
Captured conference championship and then traveled to Clarksville, competing on the national stage.
About to have a special ceremony here, folks, as the Lady Cardinal volleyball team, the Cardinal volleyball team, is about to receive some rings from having won the Region 14 championship last season, representing the region at the national tournament.
That's going to be awesome to see them celebrated this afternoon.
I think Coach Patty is looking for her players.
There they come. And making an appearance.
I see these ladies back here. Some of them kind of come back, but they've already left for other colleges, for universities. A couple of them have, I think, but they're back here. A lot of them will be returning, thankfully.
Fantastic, man. Love getting to see them get the recognition they deserve.
They, no doubt about it. They were fun to watch, weren't they, Tim? We were lucky enough to have this front row seat, and we dodged a lot of balls a couple of times.
I was going to say we were lucky enough to have them. We're lucky enough to still be alive. Boy, there were some zingers zipping through.
And they're going to be very good this year, too, because Coach Patty's done a really good job of recruiting and replacing the young ladies that she lost. She's gotten a couple of transfers in here. Tim, one from Florida Southwestern, by the way.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I love that, catching their expressions. They open it up and look at the rings, and it's going to be special. A special opportunity for them. Coach Figueredo.
Coach Patty and her husband Hobson and her assistant coach. They've done a great job. And I'm a big Coach Patty fan, folks.
Me too, man. She's something. Coach Rob, they're special.
And the coaches around here, they care so much. Like back when Dad was sick, they were all calling and check on, and she especially would check on to make sure how he was doing, if there's anything I needed or not.
That is just a special place. They're putting them on. Look at the bling.
Smiles on the faces says it all.
Love it. Capturing these moments for posterity, and they'll have it forever along with those rings. So nice change of pace here at halftime as Trinity Valley.
But you hear that rumbling from back over behind us here?
That is not in celebration of the rings going on out here. No. Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but the difference right now.
Well, the thing about it is the Cardinals have got to get MJ and Braylon going. There's no question about it. The offense has got to produce more. Defensively, I mean, 30 points is not what you normally look for, but 21 is more than you not near what you expect offensively.
And it's a 4 of 12 from 3 for Lee, 0 for 3 on Trinity Valley. So 30 on the three-point efficiency, plus 7 for Lee. Minus 23% for Trinity Valley. That's too big a hill. They'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, let's step away here and take a break, and we'll be back on the other side with the second half of this action on Region 14 Conference Basketball. Lee 31, Cardinals 21.
Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to. Find someone that'll die for you. 'Cause it's all that really matters in the end. It's love, love, Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to.
No, do not put those French fries into your mouth. Instead, put them directly inside your Quarter Pounder, where they belong. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect. Made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
At Trinity Valley Community College, we provide more than just an education. We provide a place for students to connect and grow. We are community driven by excellence, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. We are teachers. We are artists. We are welders. We are students. We are athletes. We are Cardinals. We are the home of champions. We are TVCC.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
And we are back at Leon Spencer Court at historic Cardinal Gym. And do not adjust your computer screens, folks. It is Lee 30, Cardinals 21 at the half. But I wanted to look at the top 10 standings. I mean, we realize there's 12 teams in the league, folks, and 11 to 12 is not shown. So, Tom, I wanted to look at this. I wanted to see where the seedings are going to break down. The Cardinals have got a 4-game lead over the third seed, and with just 3 games left, so they've guaranteed themselves the second seed. So they want the number 1 seed.
Right.
But they're safe there. But I wanted to see what he could do for Lee College, and see Lee College is in a struggle there, where theoretically they could still make the top 4 and get a first round bye at the tournament.
They could, yeah.
So there's a lot for Lee College to play for.
Right, they're playing for that. Trinity Valley, as you said, they've already nailed down their spot in the regional tournament. It's just a matter of whether it's going to be the number 1 or number 2 seed.
Correct.
And so not a lot of pressure here on the Cardinals, except the pride and the home court here, you know, and that man standing over your left shoulder there.
Yeah. And here's the thing about it. While the Cardinals have a hill to climb in this one to come back from 9-point down, which can be done.
Sure.
I was looking at their schedule to finish up. Okay, they got to finish up with Lee here, at Glenn on Wednesday, and then at Baytown playing against Lee next Saturday.
And a reminder, Glenn beat them here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's not over yet. Not by any means.
Well, Tim, your thoughts?
Just got to get it going like you guys touched on already. Got to get the more guys in the flow. To Lee's credit, they've done a good job taking away, but I don't know that that'll continue after the rumblings we heard at halftime.
Coach, fellas, I wanted to say something before the second half began. Coach Leon Spencer's in the house tonight. The court's named after him. Of course, he was the head coach here you see him on your screen for 42 years. But I was doing some math that's scary, but I was doing some math at halftime. This is his 19th season out of coaching. That means he's watched Cardinal basketball for 61 years.
Oh, wow.
Cardinal Jim will be 60 years old next January.
I was going to say, he's been watching it longer than the building is.
But anyways, what a blessing it is to have Coach Spencer with us that we can visit with, and he's a friend.
Pretty remarkable.
And he's just wonderful to have, and we're so thankful that he's still with us.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you guys touched on any of these numbers a while ago, but Lee shooting 40.7% from the floor. Trinity Valley only shooting 30.4%. No three-pointers for Trinity Valley. Lee has 4 of 12. 4 of 11. And so 6 turnovers for the Cardinals, 9 for the Navigators.
Yeah, they're shooting at a clip that is what did I give that number? Minus 23%, plus 7 for them. That's a big swing in things.
Yeah, it is.
Cardinals with the ball to start it. It is a 9-point deficit as we are nearly underway here.
Bottom line is Cardinals have got to get more players involved in the scoring.
That's for sure.
Good things happen when you get more people involved. So let's see how that goes. Cards with possession.
Benny, was this their lowest total output for a half? In 21.
Shot on the way is good. Kind of MJ right off the back. Oh, boy. They are going to take the basket away. Kind of look that over. See how Smith.
MJ's
not getting going now.
MJ is ready to take it over. Mentioned Smith, 5 of 8. He was 3 of 5 behind the stripe. So they got to find an answer for him for the Navigators. 5-point game. Henderson on him. Be a fun matchup to keep an eye on. Because those two guys can light it up. We've already established that.
Yeah. I think we've got a medical emergency in the stands behind us. Steal by Monty.
Monty going up coast to coast. Gets the rebound, or the steal and the finish, and it's a 3-point ball game here with 18:21 to go and a timeout on the floor. We'll step away. More after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At Trinity Valley Community College, we provide more than just an education. We provide a place for students to connect and grow. We are a community driven by excellence, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. We are teachers. We are artists. We are welders. We are students. We are athletes. We are Cardinals. We are the home of champions. We are TVCC.
For legal reasons, we can't say an Egg McMuffin is a hangover cure. But it probably wouldn't hurt to have one delivered. Just putting it out there. Order McDelivery in the app.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Back to action here. It's a 3-point game. Lee burns a timeout after a great start from the Cards to get it going here in the third.
6-0 run to start, Tim.
So 30-27.
That's exactly what the Cardinals needed. We're going to see if they keep it going. Monty Henderson takes it away.
Nice job again. Monty kick out MJ for three. No, he'll dribble around, setting it up. 22 on the clock. Drive strong and off, though. They will say they kept that. Good block there. I thought he was going to get a little bit of a goaltend, but that was an explosive play there by the Navigators.
We'll get a push off there by the Lee player. Didn't get called.
He said we've been doing that all game. The official was like, yeah, that's part of the problem. Three on the way from the right wing. Nice touch.
Big. That is big.
That is a big basket from Jaden Thomas.
From a momentum standpoint anyway.
Yes, it is.
Zotti. Zotti said, I've done this a few hundred times over the last 2 years. Took that one right into the paint and delivers.
Guys, I was thinking about this, and we say it every year as kids come through here. What's it going to be like to look up next year and there not be a Zotti or an MJ or a Braylon out there on the floor?
I don't know, because I refuse to think about that at this point. Double block by Durrell. Here comes Zotti. Zotti for two. Well, that was... Yeah, Benny, when you really stop and think about these guys, they have done something super special. I mean, talk about taking the program to another level.
Well, they did. They won 34 games last year, and they've already put up 23 wins this year and the national championship to boot.
There's a three on the way. They are... Oh, there's a foul down low. And it will be... I think this is on Monty. Oh, number 13, Darrell Desiree.
That's his second of the game.
You know, no matter what happens in this game, can you imagine what next Saturday's going to be like down at Baytown?
Oh, my goodness,
yeah. Yikes. Craziness. Free throw on the way. That's good. That young man's had a nice 30 seconds. That three that he just knocked down, and now free throw. First one is good.
Yeah, the three-pointer was huge.
It was. And gets that one to roll the rim. So it's back to a 4-point ball game, man. This is shaping up to be one to remember. MJ. Braylon.
So we're Starting this second half, guys, if you're Coach Hire, you want the ball in either MJ's hands, Monty Henderson.
Go up and get it. Fight for the loose ball and the putback.
Nice job of Durrell of staying with it.
Yeah, Durrell does a good effort. He had to high point that ball in the first place and then fights his way to the free throw line.
And we touched on it a couple of games ago. What a great job Durrell has done of staying within himself this second half of the season.
He has.
Early on.
Yeah, he really has.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there earlier to get frustrated, but he pulled it back together, and that's a great sign of just growing in his craft, and proud of him.
That's his first points on the day.
Takes a deep breath at that strike.
Wardlow's got 4, had none at the half. Now Durrell's got 2, and he had none at the half.
Those 2 for 2 there. Big free throws from Durrell. Inside 16 minutes to go here in the ball game. Cardinals and Navigators from Leon Spencer Court here Saturday afternoon in Athens, Texas. Boy, he's fast. Elusive play there from Josh Smith. He's got 18 points in this ball game. Monty going up right by him, up, hanging, shoot, and score.
Out of contact.
Yeah, plenty of contact.
Navigators. Coach out there on the lip of the Cardinal. They said, back it up, back it up. I'll come talk to you. 14:30 to go. Let's keep it here and break down some numbers. Tom?
Well, I think that this is, you know, we've seen this before with the Cardinals, and Lee College has not. And there may be a little bit of like, you know, as they've taken this 1-point lead here, the question is can they keep it? Can they just, you know, and build it?
Yeah.
We know they can.
Sure.
We definitely seen that happen in games past.
Well, things are certainly trending in the right direction because you got MJ, you got Braylon involved in the scoring now.
Yeah. Ball movement, a lot of ball movement, and getting it distributed, I guess.
And even Durrell had been blanked in the first half, and he's gotten into the scoring act too.
That's right.
Yeah. So the numbers are starting to trend Valley way. Trinity Valley trailing by a point here, but they do have possession. Could take a lead out of this timeout.
Well,
Cardinals have the lead, Bob.
Oh, they do have the lead.
Yeah,
That helps to look at the right side of the scoreboard. 38-37. if reading were part of my game with my mathematics skills, imagine.
I hate to do that to you, but I didn't know how to get your attention off the air.
Holy cow. Yeah, 38-37 Cards with the lead. And this has been a...
what's the score, Tim? What's the score?
38-37. I think Trinity Valley is leading by 1. Inbound coming here. Henderson gives it off to the big man, Durrell.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm going to tell you, this has got to be one of those defining moments in this ball game here. You feel like Cards are ready to go on a run. Maji pulls it up.
I have a little argument there. You know, you call it a jump ball, but the lead player has his back to the official. I don't know. Maybe he got X-ray vision there.
Timeout explanation. Let's see what we're gonna influence here.
Braylon Winger about to check back into for the Cardinals.
Coach Wade wanting a conference, called for it. To all intents and purposes, a free timeout here.
MJ is going to get a break here in the action. Braylon comes in, take his place.
Yeah, MJ will get a chance to sit. So it's a 1-point ball game here. Lee coming up the floor, trying to recapture the lead.
And Labaki's fixing to check back in. Next break and play.
Azadi has been a force. And he is definitely one of those guys that's going to carry this one, you would think. Working around the perimeter. Good ball movement. Driving to the basket. Durrell with a good defensive.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that is a... Got bailed out there. 2 free throws. Holy cow.
That's tough there.
That's a tough one.
That is real tough to say.
Greg Heyer says it all right there on the monitor. His face said it all. Oh, man. That's number 3. Third foul here in... So with another free throw still to come. Man, that first free throw was a little bit off. Tagorian got a look here.
Cardinals have scored at least 17-7 since the half.
Goes 1 of 2 on that trip, so we're tied at 38.
17-8.
17-8 here in the third. Does that number make it give you a pause? 17 points and you're at 38 with 13:28 to go. It's one of those kind of grinded out games, guys. Y'all both mentioned that. And it's still holding true here late in the half. Oh, nice move. Left hand from Najee. Draws a lot of contact there from Thomas. Finishes with the left.
What a pass by Armani.
Yes, that was nice.
Henderson's got a few assists on the year. Add some more there. And I was being tongue-in-cheek. He's leading the conference, or third in the conference on assists. Oh, there's a foul. Gonna be a whistle. Oh, he's gonna turn it around. He's turned it around, and it's going right here to stay on the other end. So Day-Day picks the foul up.
What was he doing? What was he?
He was standing in the paint. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. It's a 2-point game. This is a battle going on here in the Valley. Long throw.
How about a ticket there, guys? Much traveling as we're doing.
The fans are trying to call it for the official who lost his whistle on that one. 12:40 to go here in the ball game. 3 on the way. Not there, but an offensive rebound.
Cardinals went to sleep. Got away with it.
Got an answer on the rebound. Pushing the point. Dish. Najee tracked it down somehow. Zadie set it up. There's 20 on the shot clock.
Smart decision by Zadie that time.
I agree. That's a good move. Henderson, 15 on the clock. Braylon over on the right side. They set it to him. Long 3 on the way. Nice! Braden Wanger.
That's 2.
Braden.
He's dropped
6
another
on the
one.
day. That's right.
Braylon Wanger said, you know what?
It's 59 3-pointer of the season, Tim.
Boy, that's good clutch shooting there from Winger. There's a foul. The fans are letting the officials have it here. Coach is trying to just talk to plead his case. 11:47 to go. A TV timeout, media timeout. We step away. More after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Schlotzsky's new Supreme, 4-cheese white, and meaty pizzas come covered in the finest toppings. But underneath lies a made-from-scratch crust so good, you could go toppingless. We still recommend one of these.
I don't do this just to make a living. It's in our blood, really. I want to be the greatest that's ever done it. I'm hungry for bronc riding, I love it. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription.
Way to work.
Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott and White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Cardinals had 21 points at the half. They've got 22 here in the second half, and they've got a 43-38 lead, Tim.
This is a battle going on here. The inbound, and they will pass it off. Good defensive switch, but they convert at the bucket. Nice shot that time by the Navigators to pull within 3.
Yeah, Lee College needed to answer there. Cardinals were starting to get that look a little bit.
Yeah, Braylon's got the hot hand outside the arc, so let's see if they get it back to him or not.
So, Brady, oh no way. Not sure what he saw there. Love to see a replay of that.
The official Greg got an audience with earlier before the media timeout made that call. And
yeah. Braylon got a tough foul there. Especially with, we've had blood, we've had bruising. I didn't see anything.
We've had elbows to the face.
It's been
Real Desire's taking a beating underneath the boards today, and
I'd love to see it. There's a turnover here. Well, it's a 3-point game. And by the way, these two teams play again next Saturday.
Yes, down in Baytown.
Down in Baytown.
And then they may see each other the following week at the regional tournament.
Yeah, that's right.
Looked at the replay, and I didn't change my mind one bit. Henderson drives, hangs, and draws a foul. Going to the free throw line.
What's amazing is just able to get the shot off.
Yeah. For sure. Free throws coming here. Oh, that's mine.
Cardinals were down 9 at halftime, folks. If you're just now joining us, no lie. They were down 30 to 21.
Came out on a big, strong start to start the third, and Henderson trying to add to that 3-point lead. Will do so with the first one. As you mentioned, Lee had a big shot a couple of moments ago, kind of swayed the momentum back the other way, and this one's going to be a fun 10:46 to go.
It kind of has the feel it's going to go down to the wire.
I think
it may not, but it has that feel anyway.
Goes 2 for 2 at the stripe, so he's got 16 in the game now after going 2 for 2 there. Approaching 10.5 to go, nearly halfway through the second half. 3 on the way. Boy, that is a clutch shot. Nicely done that time from Salem Briggs.
This is inside the arc, though.
Okay, so it'll be a 2. Briggs out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Still a 3-point game with 10 minutes to go.
Elevate. Not there. Oh, off of the hands.
This is up from Armani.
Cardinals holding on 45-42 at the 10-minute mark.
This is Region 14 Conference basketball.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
There's some games that wind up with double-digit margins at the end, but they weren't that type of game where they were played.
Yeah, it does have a way of. MJ coming up the floor. Henderson goes strong off the glass.
That puts him at Monty at 18 on the day.
There's always Armani.
I'll tell you this. Armani was doing all he could to find a way to get up to rip the rim off. I mean, you could just see it. Not there. Henderson gets the rebound up the floor.
He's about 6 feet off the floor.
Yeah, he can. Who needs an elevator when you got Henderson in the house?
You and I do.
Well, that's true.
5-point. 3 of us.
5-point game. Trying to add to it with 9:05 to go. MJ drives. Canary. Spin, hang, shot, won't go. That was a good defensive stop down low there by Tunkari. As he had good position, made him shoot a tough shot, didn't get the fall. Knocked away. Here comes Henderson with another steal. Kick out for three. Shot on the way. It's good. Winger for three. It's an 8-point ball game all of a sudden. Trinity Valley feel like they got them on the ropes.
You can't keep a good man down.
No, you can't.
8:20 left. Down on the low block or baseline, over the top, missed everything. Smith drives, blocked inside by MJ. Cardinals up 8 with 8 to go in the game.
Big possession for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it is.
Just feel this place on the edge of their seat. Feels like it could go away. Maybe this is it. Up and won't go.
How did it not go down?
One of those in and outers. Smith on the other end.
Raymond Winger says not in this
Winger for the block.
Oh, sweetness.
7:35 to go. Media timeout here. 8-point ball game. We're going to step away. More after this. Cardinals and Navigators on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Sometimes managing your health and keeping track of all the details can feel a little overwhelming. But UT Health East Texas Virtual Care makes it easy to stay connected with your health care. You can message your doctor, see test results, pay your bills on time, and even request on-demand video visits to be seen right away from the comfort of your own home. All through your smartphone, tablet, or computer, from virtually anywhere. Less stress, more living.
Our crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich can make you feel a lot of things. The spicy one can make you feel, what's the word? Tingly? Yeah, tingly. McDonald's spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. Order ahead on the app.
The Cardinals, after trailing 30-21 at halftime, have got this one turned around now. It's not over with yet, but they are up 40-42 with 7:35 left here in the contest, and back over to Tim Howard.
Thank you so much, Tom. I know you got some numbers just a moment ago.
The first thing that stood out to me, 18 points for the Cardinals off of turnovers in the game. And from the last time we got an update, we've had 7 points for them off of turnovers. They were at 11, now they're at 18. Points off the bench, 7 for Trinity Valley, 4 for Lee.
They'll bring it in, throwing it all the way back into the front court.
But the thing about it is, more Cardinal starters have got involved in the scoring.
Yes.
That has been the
3
difference.
had been held scoreless in the first half.
Braylon Winger and Monty Henderson have really come on here in the second half of play.
Come on, Foster, get that ball. Give him one more possession.
Got a reset on the shot clock here. Foster comes off and he's squinting like he's still trying to see out of one of his eyes. Like, boy, I mean, I don't think we can talk about how intense this ball game has been.
My question is, I'm being a little biased here, but Lee came in here and has been extremely physical. And I don't know if that is their standard style of play or if that is something that maybe coaches said, hey, if we can, we may get Trinity Valley out of their game if we're extremely.
Yeah, they definitely have tried to be the more physical team. It's worked early, but Trinity Valley has answered, and they're starting to put them on the ropes themselves.
Yes. Speaking of being on their game, that's a prime example of the Cardinals being on their game and they get a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Inside 7 to go. In an 8-point lead for the Valley. Trinity Valley of Henderson getting a screen out top. MJ, still 7 on the clock. Back door. Go up and finish. Durrell, Desiree, that was MJ just knowing the clock and seeing it happen and zipped it to him.
10-point game, Tim.
Big shot there. 10-point game. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Smith, who was red hot from 3 in the first half, has cooled down considerably. 3 of 5 in the first half. Henderson working baseline. Shot on the way. Wow.
He might have took about 4 steps to get there.
I was going to say, move the pivot
so,
foot.
too.
At least 3 times he switched pivot foots.
Picked up a few frequent flyer miles on that trip.
52-44. Inside 6 minutes left. Cardinals up by 8. Braylon has been a difference maker. He goes again to the basket, draws the foul. Boy, anytime the ball is in his hands, you just feel like good things are going to happen.
Well, you do, and he goes to the goal with such great authority. He's not tentative about doing it.
He's not.
These guys are, boy, they've been in a slugfest. Both teams very physical, athletic, just tenacious. Winger hitting the first one.
Braylon now in double digits have been held scoreless in the first half.
So Najee Graham comes in to give Zadi a breather.
Zadi's worked hard this game.
Yes, he has.
And he works hard every game, but he's really worked hard this game.
Yeah, Najee coming on to spell him for the time being. 2 for 2 at the stripe that time for Braylon. So it's now his 11th point, matches the number on his jersey. Trapped him in the corner.
I think he got a 5-second.
No, I think he got 10.
No, well, I agree with you, Benny.
One got 5, the other guy got 5, that made 10.
Even if you're doing 1 Mississippi or 2 Mississippi.
Yeah. How many S's are you putting in there?
That does take you back to the backyard ball game, doesn't it? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. You came in on 2.
You played with the same guys I did.
Oh, man. Bringing up the memories now. 10-point ball game. MJ for 3. Rosa! The finish! The 3 is good, and a holding foul coming here. I believe they're going to call this on Lawson. Let's see. 3 is good. Foul is going to be on
15.
Number 15. Okay, so that will be on Tonkara.
It's his 3rd.
These days I have to go. Now, is that 6 or is that 1-5? I had to look in the book. MJ. Catch and shoot for MJ. Catch and shoot. Timeout. He said, let's go. Boy, this place is on fire. It's a 15-point game after trailing by 9 at the half. Trinity Valley pulling away. We keep it here and talk it overtime.
Well, I don't know how many games that we've let off the game talking about, or sometime during the game we've talked about. It's either Braylon Winger, MJ Wardlow, Zadi Labaki, and then we started including Monty Henderson in that as to who was going to step up. Well, Monty Henderson's 18, but MJ Wardlow, of course, they had the foul call on the first three-pointer there, and then MJ hits another basket. So he knocks down 5 right there in just a matter of seconds.
Cardinals have outscored lead 38-14 since the half.
38-14.
Wow.
I wanted to say that number a while ago, but I knew I wasn't even close. But I knew it was a bunch, Benny. It's been a tale of 2 halves. And it goes back to what both of you said, getting everybody going, getting them in the flow. And that has been the difference.
Yeah, you know, as you look at the numbers, Monty Henderson with 18, you know, and he's definitely had the majority of those. He had 10 in the first half of play, 8 here in the second half. So he's kind of even there, but
yeah, consistent. But they have more fellas making it happen. There's a foul coming here on Durrell. Durrell's got now 4 fouls in the contest. So got to be careful here if you're Desiree.
So where I was going there is that can you pick one of these Cardinals that said, okay, this was the turning point here in the second half? 11. Braylon Winger, yeah. I think so.
Winger
too.
had some, he had some clutch threes, but
well, and MJ became more active too. MJ was scoring in the first half.
Yeah.
Between the two of those, how many points have they scored in the second half?
Yeah, they're putting up the numbers here in the second. Free throw on the way is good. That'll help for the time being. It's still a 14-point game in the final 4:27.
MJ and Braylon have 20 points between them, and they're all in the second half.
That's right.
One more time.
20.
20 between the two. That's
but all in the second half of
yeah, that's big. Zade pulls down the rebound. See what they do here to.
And Tim, you look at the defensive averages of both teams. The Cardinals are giving up 58.3. Got a chance to do that. Lee's giving up 68.8, and they may get to that. So that's the difference.
That could definitely be it. MJ. Shot, and going to draw the foul.
Ooh, you are what the numbers say you are.
I think he's bleeding again on that. He's hurt.
He got hit in the mouth again. This time on the opposite side, I believe. I'm not certain, but the young man takes a beating out there.
Yeah, he's tough as nails.
If there's a tough man award to be given, he's my candidate.
He has definitely been through the ringer today, as like you've mentioned, all the time, just going across the middle. Like a wide receiver going across the middle. Wow. That's a tough roll.
That last three-pointer, by the way, was Braylon Winger's 60th on the season.
Got another look at that replay. Goes 1 of 2 at the stripe there.
That puts MJ in double figures.
And that's, you know, if you look up on that board right now, 18, 4, 10, 11, and 10. That wasn't the case in the first half.
No, that was the difference.
Yeah, they got everybody going. Shot, blocked inside.
Monty Henderson got a hand on that.
Yeah, Monty got the block for sure.
Good job there, and chance to add to a 15-point lead. Timeout with 3:29. Media timeout, so we'll take a timeout. More after this on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction. I wanna push.
.29 left in this one. The Cardinals have got it headed in a great direction. Up 60-45, Tim.
Thank you, Benny. I heard you go 3, and I thought you said 20 and 3:29. I thought you were going to count us down. 3:29 to go. 15-point advantage for the Cardinals as Trinity Valley on the defense here. Still working hard. Lee's going to have to find that three-point zone. Oh, passed on a wide-open 3. Not the guy they wanted to shoot it at. And they'll set it up around the perimeter. Driving inside is Buckner. Oh, he went down hard, grabbing that right ankle.
Braylon Winger called a push-off, but that's not the official call.
I was going to say, I don't think Braylon's got a whistle right now.
I like Braylon. I'm his biggest fan. But
Me too.
But he's not going to get away with that one.
So with a stoppage of play, free throws coming here.
MJ might have said, now you know how I feel.
Yeah. There's been plenty of this is one that you'll remember more than just for sophomore day. They're going to remember this was a...
Yeah, it may be a barn burner in Baytown.
Oh, man, that ankle. These guys and their flexibility, man, that one hurt me to watch the replay, and he bounces up eventually. He's going to tie that shoe about 500 laces tighter,
Well, it's a 14-point game with 3:16 left. So if Lee's going to make a push or a run, it's got to come right here. You can't wait around to do it. So they're going to have to jump out there defensively and come up with some turnovers and create some points off turnovers.
Yeah, Jordan Buckner at the stripe. Goes 2 for 2 there. So they got to hit the free throws and hit some threes. 13-point ball game in.
Cardinals can burn some clock, but they don't want to get into a situation where they're forcing up shots with 2 or 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So see if they can stay in the flow somewhat. 15 on the shot clock. They'll go over to the big man, Zadi. Working him down low, baseline shot. Won't go. Save, kept alive. Henderson eventually pulls it down. MJ with 3 on the clock. Lets it fly.
He called it. I heard it.
The bank is open on Saturday. Banks it off and good. What, have we got another foul here?
That three-pointer goes in.
Winger is going to pick up a foul.
The three-pointer goes in. I look down at Nick Wade. He's got his hands on his hips. He's looking at, are you kidding me?
He needed that not to go. The Cards will make it a 16-point game after that, but wait a second. The official is saying, oh, hold on. Saying, what's the situation here? It was a foul. Did a clarification. Boy, it's been a tough afternoon, not just on the floor. Coach is not happy at all. Double foul with 2:42. 2:42 to go. Inbound. They're going to have a free path to the basket going up, and Buckner gets the bucket.
Yeah, but Armani made a smart decision of not fouling.
Not giving him a three-point play, yeah. Once he got behind D, you don't want to give him a chance to get a three.
Not only that, but it stops the clock.
Sure.
You don't want the clock stop at this point.
Absolutely.
You keep that clock moving.
Good
as
point.
you said a while ago, Benny, don't get yourself down there where you're down to the last 2 or 3 seconds. Wow.
Now look, if there is one thing to be said negative about Armani, it's that his alley-oops just keep going in. Oh, man. You know, I said that tongue-in-cheek. He's a difference maker. They have so many on this team. These guys are built. They're going to be a tough out.
And give credit to Greg Hire and his staff, of course, on the recruiting process of realizing what they had to replace from last year and finding the right pieces to bring in here that would work with Braylon, Zadi, and MJ.
And by the way, I hadn't even talked to you about it, Tom, but how special was it to see Cam Williams in the stands the other night?
Here on Wednesday night, and
chance to just.
It was kind of as Coach said in the locker room, he was on a concussion protocol.
And he chose to come down here.
So I hate that he was on concussion protocol, but it was good to see him.
Absolutely. Says a lot about this program and people wanting to come back and
a lot about this man
to our left.
Over here to our left,
Coach Hire.
Absolutely. I remember during the national tournament last year, they press conference, and so the question was asked is what is so special?
Oh, go ahead.
Dodging bodies again. These are bigger than the earlier game.
And Cam's answer was, and he was sitting right beside Greg Hire, and he said, this man right here will do anything in the world for me, and I will do it for him.
Wow. That is a statement and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
Think about that. Benny, I'm surprised you didn't make the catch over there. That young man came right into your wheelhouse. MJ, 4 on the clock. Gathers, shoots. Oh!
Wow.
MJ puts it down. He's had a couple of big ones this afternoon. One forced a timeout. They can't burn one here with 1:05 to go. It is all Trinity Valley here in the second half. They got to play again next week. MJ is pointing at the scoreboard, just saying scoreboard. In case
Zotty did too.
Fouls on.
It's on MJ.
MJ.
That's his third, but 55.2 left.
And MJ is saying, man, I've gotten a bloody lip twice today. And we're...
He can make
again.
an argument for that.
He's bleeding again.
So we're going to get a wholesale sub here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you're going to get the sophomores off the floor.
Right. Well, you don't want to lose anybody. You know, keep that.
There's another look at it.
Don't want to let the.
Going to miss that kid right there, Stripes.
Yeah, missed that one too. Number 6, Zotty.
Listen to that crowd giving them the ovation.
Standing too. Crowds recognize excellence.
They're showing some love to the sophomores out there. Great job to get them off the floor and get that moment.
Cardinals have held lead of 20 points this half.
Oh, man. That's huge. This thing had a totally different feel. Hats off to Lee. They played a great first half, but they did not match up in the second as Jallo throws up a 3. Trinity Valley.
Throw it up as being nice.
He comes back and gets the block, though. Jallo finishing after the shot was awry. They'll dribble it out. 67-50, the final. Wow. They hold them under that average. We said coming into today that
they're scoring 46-20 in the second half, Tim.
44.5%. They held them, their opponents, to 37% field goal. Physical game.
So we watched 2 games today where both the Cardinal teams had to come back and battle their way back to take wins. And again, Benny said it in the first one, you know, double-digit win, but it was not a double-digit win on the floor here today with both of these games. And it's going to be interesting in Baytown a week from today.
Oh
as
yeah,
to how it comes out.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be a tough one for sure. It's a Cards win it going away. 17-point win today. They now improve.
Cardinals improved to 24-4 on the season, 17-3 in conference play. Lee falls to 14-14 on the season and 9-11 in conference play. Going to be joined by Greg Heyer here.
Yeah, he's about to get mic'd up with us.
5th-ranked Cardinals took care of business in the second half to win this one.
Chance to catch his breath here. Boy, that was an intense battle.
Aren't they all?
I judge the intensity by the redness on Greg's face when he's protesting something out there.
Well, he's Cardinal red today.
Well, you know, they were calling the game the right way the first 10 minutes, and we were up on the foul count about 7-1. Okay, I can't help it, they're fouling us, and then you're going to change how you call the game? That's what bothers me. Like, because their coach got onto the refs, so they're going to change how you call the game? They got me worked up. You know, I don't even really say nothing to the refs. And I even told them before the game I don't, but I just, the inconsistency of the two hands. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, they did a good job, and it was a tough game to officiate. It was a physical one.
Look at the monitor, Coach. Just look at the monitor. It's got Ric Flair behind you. What time is that?
Oh, boy.
Just curious, Greg, what approach did you take at halftime with the team today?
Just the truth. I told them the truth. We had 1 assist.
Yeah.
We had 2 offensive rebounds. We were getting out tough. We were getting out physical. And they had 2 players that had 26 of their 31 points.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those are the 2 guys that we focused on going into the game. And at halftime, they got us beat by themselves. And that can't happen. And you know what? Give that sophomore group credit.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I give them boys credit.
Benny brought up the fact that it's going to be tough to look out on this field, this court next year, and not see the likes of that team that raised the bar.
Exotic. And Monty and
I know, and here for a couple of years.
Yeah, the three that we've had for a couple of years, they're just special people. They're just special kids, and they're out there singing the song.
They deserve all this right here.
I love it. That is awesome right there. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the shot right there.
Look at the smiles on those faces.
Yes, that's great. I mean, think about how MJ came out in the second half, how Monty Henderson came out, Zadie, Braylon hit 3 big threes.
Oh, yes, sir.
And big threes.
Yep.
And Desire just keeps doing what Desire does. He just keeps getting better and better and better. And then Najee came in the game and really made a difference as well. And just really blessed to be able to coach these sophomores and, just be around them every day. I mean, I told you guys earlier in the year, like, when I went through the heart attack, and it made it easy to come back because I was so looking forward to being around these guys because I just love them as people.
Yeah.
They're good basketball players, but they're even better people.
That's a great, and as I said the last game, that's a reflection on you as well, Coach.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
They're just the character. I know I posted something. I mean, I could have went on and on and on about words that, are used loosely in society today. And I really meant what I said, that they're everyday guys. And that's the hardest thing in today's world to find, are everyday people. And not just what you do, like, not just on the court, but off the court as well. Their togetherness, how they act in the community.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk about them.
You've hit the nail on the head. As an instructor here at the college, I see that too with students, and I'm not coaching by any means. I don't have the relationship that you have with these guys, but it is something rare in today's society to have people, and it crosses a lot of different generations. Respect for themselves, respect for one another's, and being willing to step up and take responsibility.
Yeah, accountability.
Exactly, Coach.
And treat others the way you want to be treated. And easy to say, hard to do.
Yes, sir. Yes.
But, I mean, think about what a year it's been here at Cardinal Gym, historic Cardinal Gym. I mean, in 2 years, we've lost 1 home game. And the fans, the community, the students, you guys, the Cardinal Network. I mean, we're going to miss this. My family's going to miss. I know they got a big party in Arizona right now, and they watch the game together, and they do every game, and they love listening to you guys, and you guys do an amazing job. And
thank you.
I mean, this is a high-level operation that we got going on here for our home games, and I can't thank you guys enough for everything you've done to promote Cardinal basketball, both men and women, and Cardinal athletics in general, and the community college, our college. Just, you guys are constantly promoting. I listened to you yesterday, the last 3 innings of the softball game, and I mean, that was, you guys, just amazing. And I just want to tell you guys thanks, and how much you mean to myself and my team and their parents, and a huge thank you from all the parents and everybody that is a part of Cardinal basketball.
Coach, I have one concern going forward.
Okay.
Armani, he can't miss on those alley-oops. They just go right in the net. I kid, of course. Man, we are equally thrilled for you. Thank you for all you do for this community. We're grateful to have you here.
Yeah, we love it.
So.
We love it. And you saw my golf buddies come in with the fur coats on, and they were behind. And
I thought Ric Flair was coming in.
and then our whole neighborhood is up there in a couple rows, and they're sitting up there, and it's to be here for 2 years, and the quality people that my wife and I and my daughter have met here has really been amazing. Like, it's hard to find that when you take a new job, is because that's what makes it fun, is to life outside of basketball. You want to be able to have life outside of basketball, and we have life outside of basketball, which is amazing. So just thanks to everyone. We just love this place.
And I'm the real winner here because this Tuesday I get to sit down with Greg Heyer and Precious Ivy at the same dadgum time.
That's going to be awesome. Good stuff.
Hey, that's going to be a good one right there. That's going to be a must-see TV. I know that, Benny.
Greg, thank you for your consolation prize for winning tonight is you get to go on the road next week and play Blinn. And these guys are getting down in Baytown.
See them again.
Yeah, we get to see these guys in another week, and we get to see Blinn on Wednesday, but amazing second half, and a great wake-up call, and just really proud of these guys. And I've lost several sophomore games in my coaching career on sophomore night, and because there's a lot of distractions. The parents are here, there's people here, and a lot of different distractions, and I saw that in the first half. And before the game I told them, and at halftime I told them, see, this is what happens when you get a bunch of distractions. You get out of focus.
That's right. Nothing's.
Wire it back in. Let's go one play at a time. Next play, and let's get it done.
Yeah, and they did.
Greg, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you down the line. We'll see you in Baytown for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Congratulations, Coach. Good luck.
I'll see you Tuesday.
Yes. I'll see you Tuesday, Benny. Thank you, guys. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys. Yep.
That's Coach Greg Heyer, whose Cardinals improved to 24-4 overall, 17-3 in conference play. They will be going to Brenham on Wednesday to take on Blinn in the 7 p.m. start, and then finish the season out a week from today at 4 o'clock in Baytown, taking on these same Lee College Navigators. Well, guys, this is the hard part.
Yeah, I'm not ready for the.
This is our final Cardinal Sports Network basketball game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do it by ourselves out here.
No, we don't.
We get far too much credit.
Way too much.
Way too much credit. All three will admit that. But there's a team of gentlemen and ladies that put this on every week and make us look good. And trust me, I'll speak for myself. That's
and we echo it.
Well, you can speak for me. You can speak for me too, Benny.
That's a tough job. But anyway, so we thank you for being a part of Cardinal Sports Network basketball coverage for a 17th season. And we're going to roll some credits now. You see them on your screen of people that make this all possible. And we thank you for joining us, folks. And we're going to be back for more. We got Cardinal softball still to go. We got rodeo still to go. Got the athletic banquet still to go. We got graduation still to go. There's still plenty to go, and we're going to be around. But this is the last basketball for our 17th season on the Cardinal Sports Network. For Tim Howard, Tom Sherham, I'm Benny Rogers. Good afternoon, folks. Thanks for being with us.